Balotelli, Aguero!
Brought to you by Modelo.
And Gerrard!
Alright, we're back.
Boom!
I'm journalist.
You
We're
know
back
how
again.
it is.
You know, it's been a nice week. Started off shit. It's getting a little bit better.
Despite the lost.
Apart from getting battered by Frankfurt and Southampton in the same week.
Battered.
We had some positives. Good evening decided he was no more.
Yeah.
He quit. Well, he didn't quit. He got sacked.
He got sacked.
And
What, he forced himself to
try.
do
He
so.
basically signed the death papers himself.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, it's my guy Thom.
You know how it is.
It's Lewis, and you're hearing our beautiful voices again, going about the sporting world. So we'll start with the big news coming out Friday morning. It was a beautiful Friday
It
morning.
was coming.
Christmas
But actually,
Day.
it was later than I expected.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
it was going to happen at like 6 in the morning or 7.
I was
This happened till like 10, didn't it?
Yeah, I was half expected to wake up and then be gone.
Yeah.
Well, it's 4 weeks too late anyway, so taking a couple more hours, we'll let him off. Because he should have been sacked after Leicester. Before Leicester, to be fair. But he somehow kept his job and they kept putting it off.
It's because it's Arsenal, isn't it? He likes to hold on to them
They haven't got any
for a
minerals.
bit longer. If it was Chelsea, like, cool.
Chelsea would
Right
have
there
sacked
and
him
there.
after they lost the Europa League final. And that should have happened. He should have been sacked after the Europa League.
So,
Because you knew it won't get any better from that.
yep. You lot went literally downhill from that point. Last year you were good.
Well, up
You
to
were
that
right.
point.
Yeah. And then after that,
But
That's it.
it was from like 7 games left, he bottled it. We needed 3 points from 7 games to get Champions League football.
yeah.
And we got none of it. And then we got battered by you lot. In arguably one of your worst seasons.
Yeah, it was.
4-1. Mate, that was
And a
horrific. The Emery ball was terrible. Like,
Yeah.
that's the most depressing football I've ever witnessed.
That's fine. Now it's time to move on. You guys have a what's it called? A temporary manager.
Yeah, Big Freddy. With Mertesacker as his assistant.
I mean, it's well, I'm not gonna speak too soon, but I don't know if it's gonna be how well you guys are gonna play with the temporary managers that you
Yeah,
have.
I mean, if anything, Freddie knows what it's like to be an Arsenal player. He's an Arsenal legend. He knows what it means to wear the shirt. And I think any change is good because no matter what happens, the change always brings a positive results for a little bit.
Yeah, for that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they've been sort of, the players have been circling around him anyway, now that when the separation between him and Emery occurred, because they could understand Limbo. They didn't have a Scooby-Doo, what Emery was saying half the time, and I don't think he did. The only people that could understand him was the Spanish lot.
Yeah.
I mean, all we can ask of Freddie is to just set up the team and just get as much points as he can from it. If we lose, we lose.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. He's dealing with, this is his first ever attempt at managing a team on his own.
Yeah.
And it's also a team that's in, not turmoil, but we're in a bit of trouble.
A lot of trouble, I would say, because you lot were expected to play a lot better than
We should
where
be
you're
top
in
four.
now.
We should
So,
be top 4.
And you after that massive signing of Pepe as well, the expectation from you guys and Pepe has been
Terrible. Well, I mean, the Pepe situation, Emery completely handled that wrong. You look at when Klopp brought Fabinho in at Liverpool, and Fabinho had an awful season.
Yeah.
Klopp took him out the firing line and only put him in the games that he felt that would be right for him, like he could do well in and he'd build confidence. Emery just went, nah, fuck it, you're going on the bench. And he's just been benched ever since.
Yeah.
And got benched in the Europa League to be benched in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played since. Like, his confidence is destroyed.
Yeah, you can tell it by his body language as well. Like,
There's no flair.
it doesn't seem like but he will get it back hopefully because
Hope
he
so.
is a quality player. And
Well, we hope anyway, otherwise that's 75 million. God.
72, right?
72, yeah. But it feels, if you put any...
I mean, you're paying by installments.
Yeah, it's
so,
15 million over 4
I mean,
years.
it depends on how the refund policy works.
Technically, we only own half of him, so we can give the other half back. But no, I mean, I don't think anyone's shocked at the Emery situation.
No, it was coming, definitely coming.
Yeah, and I think the better part for me is now it's just the weight of the options that are there, because there are some good options.
Right then, who do you want? Man City just scored, by the way.
Today, who scored?
De Bruyne.
Get in, he's in my fantasy football team. That's what we like, boys. I do like the thought of Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah,
because
he's vocal as well.
He's vocal. He can get a team playing a certain style. He had Liverpool. That was the closest Liverpool got to winning the league for years.
Yeah.
And by no fault of his own, it was Steven Gerrard slipping over. That's the reason why it
Yeah.
cost him the league.
And that's when Suarez. That was Suarez last season. Right?
Yeah, Suarez last season, and what he's done to Leicester in a short space of time is
instant
impact.
Yeah.
Playing good
It's his
football.
first year with Leicester this year, isn't it?
It's his first full season.
Full season.
And he's
Oh,
just
yeah,
got him
yeah,
playing
yeah.
because he came in January.
Yeah.
He's got him playing good football.
Amazing football. Like
And-
when Leicester goes in the pitch, they're in charge of football.
Yeah, they're pressing all the time. That's
Yeah.
how we should be. When we've got a front four of Ozil, Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe,
Yeah.
we should be pressing the teams all the time. But the difference between us and them is he's built a midfield. We've got no midfield. And then obviously Allegri, his track record speaks for itself. 5 Serie A titles, 4 Coppa Italias, 2 Champions League finals. Only issue with him is he doesn't speak English. And he's trying to learn, but the Arsenal board are scared of having someone that can't communicate in English now because they've had so much trouble trying to do it with Emery. The geezer does, no one knows what's talking about other than the Spaniards. So I don't know if Allegri would want it, and if he would get it anyway. Arteta's one I like. I think Arteta could do a job because
I think so.
he's learned from Pep.
Yeah.
He played for us, and Sterling, Sané, and Mahrez all credit him for improving their game astronomically. And honestly, if you've got to start, just start anywhere.
Yeah.
There's no better place to start than a bigger club because you'd either learn.
But all eyes on him though, that's the thing. Like, can he handle the pressure? He couldn't handle it as a player.
He was alright. He won a few trophies.
Yeah, but like
I don't know. I mean, it's different because he's been with Pep
For a long time.
for a while with Man
Yeah.
City, winning trophy after trophy.
yeah, but it's
So I
still
think he
different,
can take-
because he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
there. You see him like
Yeah.
he's just there pointing out, and Pep is just nodding
Yeah.
or
He's always
disagreeing with what he's
Breaking something. He's always looking at something and breaking it down for Pep.
saying.
And I think he could do a job. Do I think it's the right time for him? Not really.
Yeah, but it's good to give him a chance, isn't it?
Yeah, Poch would
Yeah.
be the one because.
Yeah. But it's not gonna happen.
Oh, no,
I'll say on record now, it's not gonna happen.
But the only problem is as well, like if we do get him and he loses like 3 games in a row, Arsenal fans aren't going to hold back because he's an ex-Spurs. That's ruthless.
Yeah.
Benitez was mentioned as well.
Yeah, I was thinking Benitez, but
He could do it.
boy, you don't want him, bro.
I wouldn't
Trust me.
mind him.
Ooh, he's
Got-
been on a massive decline.
To be fair, at
But
Newcastle,
obviously, that's his chance to kind of
redeem himself.
Yeah.
But
so
to be fair,
I see what you mean.
Newcastle, he was doing a good job. It was just Mike Ashley wasn't backing him. Like he wasn't being given any money. And he got to like 10th place, which for Newcastle,
That's
like a
really-
B-Tech side like Newcastle, that's decent.
That's not bad, is it?
And then obviously, last one, the Wolves manager. I'm not even going to talk about Carlo Ancelotti because I don't really want him.
You don't want him, but he's a winner as well.
He's a winner, but he's not really done anything at Napoli.
Yeah, I mean he's not consistent with league games.
Yeah,
but
and
he'll
I
win.
mean,
you
he could
something.
probably. I mean, I wouldn't be.
But to
angry.
be honest, yeah, anyone would be an upgrade.
Oh yeah, you put my nan in there and it'd be an
Oh,
upgrade.
shit.
Mate, I've played plenty of career mode on FIFA. I could do it as well.
So-
But I mean, that was one of the interesting bits of news that came out on Friday. And then the other one, there's a man from the mixed martial arts scene, one who transcended the industry and made it what it is. Conor McGregor's back, supposedly.
Oh, yeah.
But
When is it? UFC what?
246 January 18th
That's
or
soon.
something. Yeah, it's soon. He's been prepping for a while. Strange thing is, it's at welterweight
Yeah.
against Cowboy.
Well, we already know how we didn't get in welterweight last fight.
Well, yeah. I think this is the best fight for him because Cowboy's a very, very good fight for him. He could beat Cowboy.
I mean, yeah, they're both definitely gonna both stand up.
Yeah,
that's why I think it's gonna be an amazing fight. But
I think he might get rid of him early.
I think Cowboy is bigger than Conor. It's
He's-
like not like massively,
Yeah.
but Cowboy is slightly.
He's slightly bigger, but Nate Diaz was bigger than Cowboy. And Conor, first fight, we saw what happened. That was a bit.
I think Conor's got to finish it within the first 2
I think he will. I think he'll stop him early.
Think so.
I think he's a superior striker to Cowboy, and yet Cowboy does not fight well when there's pressure on him from the shit talk.
Not to be fair, Cowboy only doesn't fight well when he gets close to the championship. Like
Yeah.
every time he gets close, like one fight away from a title, he
But
always flops it. Or when he's fighting for the title.
If you beat Conor McGregor though, you're pretty much guaranteed a title shot, even if he's not a contender.
Okay, after thinking, so he's gonna be. What is it called? Who's the? Oh, Osman.
Usman fights Colby at the end of this year, and
so who else is there in the world?
Jorge.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I think Conor's gone up to welterweight. He wants the BMF belt title. He wants to be the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
You think he's gonna beat Jorge?
Jorge on his tear at the moment? No.
No, because Jorge looked way too comfortable in that Nate.
Oh yeah, but I think the difference between Jorge v Diaz and Jorge v Conor is Conor is the better striker. At that, he's a better striker than Nate, and Jorge's a little bit smaller than Nate. Obviously, structure-wise, he lands knockout. He's got more knockout power. He's a bigger puncher than Nate, which we've never really seen Conor's chin tested. He's never really been wobbled, aside from when he gassed out against Nate Diaz. But even then, he didn't get. But even then, it wasn't like
he recovered nice.
He just
he did get
caught off guard, but it didn't daze him or anything. He was back up to his feet straight away. We've never seen him get like chin checked properly.
Like knees buckled and.
Yeah, like Kevin Lee against Barboza, where he started skanking across the field like he was ice skating.
Yeah.
But these, I think, it's good for UFC Conor being back. It's good for MMA Conor being back. I don't know if it's good for Conor being back.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because if he loses this, it's game over.
Yeah,
and I think he knows that. But he wouldn't take this fight if he didn't know that he was
it's a big risk, especially him taking it in welterweight, because he knows his gas tank. It's not amazing.
I think it will be better because now he's learned from his mistakes. Like you saw the comparison between when he fought Nate the first time and the second time. Even though he did gas out for a little bit, you could see that the understanding of energy systems and how to pace his fight was better.
Yeah.
When he fights Cowboy as well.
Yeah, he's gonna have to calm down a little bit.
He's been prepping for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, he's always gonna be in shape. Like Conor loves training. There's no arguing that. He loves training.
He just loves alcohol a lot too.
Yeah, he loves the good thing and the bad thing. Just like a lot of people.
Mate, he loves it a bit too much. If he lays off the cocaine and the whiskey, well, we might be alright.
Yeah.
But if he keeps sipping that proper 12 and sniffing lines across the UFC titles, you might see Cowboy head kick his head off, which might depress me a little bit. But Cowboy deserves this. The guy is a legend in the game.
Yeah,
and this is gonna
that's
change
the thing.
his life.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like his experience is uncomparable to anyone in the division. Like I think he's got the most fights in the division.
Most fights, most wins, most bonuses.
Yeah,
he
always
knockouts.
gets bonuses. So it could be 5 tonight contending.
Oh yeah, it could be. It's either gonna. I think it's either gonna be one where Conor just comes out around 1 and just starches him, because we know Cowboy can get wobbled pretty easily. Or it's going to be a back and forth fight for. It should be 5 rounds. It's the main event on a pay-per-view.
If it's the main event, I don't know are they going to be the main event?
Yeah, they will be. They won't put someone ahead of. Conor won't fight under someone either, because Conor knows.
How much money do you think he's going to make? Do you think he's going to make 7 figures? It's UFC.
Definitely 7 figures.
He's
made 7 figures since he fought Jose Aldo. So he'll definitely make minimum 7 figures, especially after the Mayweather situation.
And then Cowboy will probably make like 100,000.
Yeah. Conor 10 million. Cowboy 10 grand.
I remember back in the day when GSP used to fight. GSP used to get like 750 or something, and then his opponent would get 50.
Yeah.
Like Thiago Alves, Thiago Silva.
Yeah, Thiago Silva.
The UFC 100.
Thiago Alves.
Thiago Alves, right?
There's too many Thiagos.
Yeah, I remember. I think I looked at the stats. I think George St. Pierre got like 1 million something.
That's big money.
Him and Brock Lesnar got like similar money.
Yeah, I know the one.
And then Thiago Silva got like 75. I'm like, what the hell?
That's just to summarise MMA. Doesn't it? Like you look at boxing, someone will fight like Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. Like he'll get like 12 mil. And then Ruiz will get like 6 mil.
Yeah,
like that's a big difference. But that's life-changing money.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas the UFC.
Yeah, how much did Ruiz get? Like he get more. He got because I think he was meant to get like 2.
Yeah, and he got more
like
because he won.
Something
and then all the sponsorship after and stuff. Yeah. Snickers World Champion.
Yeah, he like literally everyone jumped on it. Yeah, everyone jumped. I remember him posting stuff on Instagram every time you see him. It's like, oh, check this out, blah blah blah.
Yeah, he was getting everything for free. With the dad bod as well. The dad bod. But I think Conor will get 6-7 million, I reckon.
I think so.
And then Cowboy will probably make north of $1 million, maybe 2 million. He deserves money because they're both big names.
Yeah, they are boys. Cowboys nowhere near Conor.
No, and the problem is, it's sort of just not come out of the blue completely. There've been chatter about Cowboy versus Conor for years, but because they've just gone, oh, by the way, guys, Conor's back.
Yeah.
There's not a massive build up, and there's not a lot of time to build up either, because you've got Christmas, New Year's, and then, oh, by the way, Conor's fighting. So people are going to be more focused on seeing their family, Christmas shopping.
People are probably going to use that as a present for people.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Because when is it? January 17th, you said?
18th.
18th.
Yeah, I think that's the day. It should be.
So,
But
yeah, it's a good Christmas present.
I'll be more interested to see who else they put on.
What's your prediction then? Newcastle scored as well.
Get in.
2-2.
At least I don't have any City defenders on my team.
Shelby.
John Joe Shelf, get in. What a man, Lord Voldemort. My prediction: Conor stops him early, first or second round. I think Cowboy crumbles under pressure when he dislikes someone. When under that spotlight, and considering the amount of wear and tear that's been on his chin, and many people have said it, no one hits harder than Conor McGregor's left hand. Other than Deontay Wilder, who kills many people.
Yeah, that's a completely different story.
Conor will TKO him early. Because Cowboy, he could take Conor down and submit him, but Cowboy doesn't want to do that. Cowboy wants to hurt Conor. Cowboy dislikes Conor.
Course, yeah.
And that's why I think this will play into Conor's advantage and he's going to stop him.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I want Cowboy to win because I've been watching him for time. But I think the same thing. I don't think my prediction is going to be different from the outcome I want. I want obviously Cowboy to win, but I think Conor's gonna. If Conor doesn't finish in 2 rounds, then it's Cowboy's fight.
Yeah.
But like you said, when fight gets into Cowboy's head, he doesn't perform that good.
No. And
so I think Conor in 2.
yeah, I think around that 1 or 2.
Yeah, he's got to be early. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how. I mean, he's not going to have ring rust. I know he's been out since it'll be over a year. So you got the potential. Will he have ring rust? He doesn't really. He's not uncomfortable in those situations. He takes those situations and makes it his own.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you look at the Mayweather press conference. He's gone into a whole new industry.
He loves the spotlight.
And I don't think Cowboy's never been under this kind of spotlight.
Yeah.
But he's an hard bastard, so
Yeah.
I'd probably give him the second round. Maybe second. Because you got to give him some respect. But Conor's just a superior striker.
That's the thing. Yeah, and with Cowboy is that he's flat on his feet a lot of times.
Yeah, susceptible to leg kicks.
So yeah.
And we saw how Conor beat Nate leg kicks.
Yeah, Cowboy got battered by leg kicks at one.
Well, Tony was landing quite a few as well when he fought Tony. And it's the other thing is he has some scar tissue as well. So once he gets opened up, that vision starts closing. Conor's going to start changing angles, popping him left, right, and centre. As long as he doesn't get overzealous and too cocky too quickly and gas himself out, it should be his fight. UFC wouldn't have given him this fight if they didn't think Conor could win. Because it's one thing, regardless of who he fights, you just need a win.
Yeah.
He could fight fucking Nick Newell with over 1 arm. That's in Bellator. They could bring him in for it. Regardless, as long as Conor, if there's a video on Instagram the next day of Conor McGregor landing a left hand and knocking someone out, that's money kind of thing you see. Because the moment that happens, he calls out Jorge, calls out someone else, and then run away from welterweight.
Yeah, Conor wouldn't settle for less.
No, run away from welterweight if he does beat Jorge though. Because imagine Usman or Colby versus Conor.
Colby though. Colby is
killing.
tough.
He would kill him.
What? Conor will kill?
No, Colby would kill Conor.
Oh,
Colby
I thought you said
Colby and Usman would kill Conor. They just wrestlers. They'll just wrestle.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They'll just smack him into the floor.
Colby is so unorthodox with his wrestling as well that some of his takedowns are like literally he's grabbing you and one thing you're on the floor.
And the gas tank as well. Colby's cardio is the best in MMA.
Yeah.
Ridiculous cardio. And
yeah, the way he treated one of my favourite fighters, Robbie Lawler.
No, Robbie got ragdolled. That was bullying. That was actually bullying.
I was expecting Robbie Lawler to actually win that fight. Yeah. I think we did a podcast about that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. But we'll get to Colby Usman because that's coming up soon. We'll do that. That's after the AJ fight. Which watch out for that as well because we'll talk about the AJ fight. I couldn't give less of a shit about AJ, but we'll talk about that on another podcast.
But yeah, we'll quickly breeze through the remaining games today.
Yeah, so
obviously we're filming this on Saturday.
Yeah, we're recording it currently. Newcastle 2, Man City 2.
Draw.
City are bottling it still.
Yep, Liverpool's won the title. Congrats. So that's it. There's no coming back. They're like, what now? If they win today, they'll literally be 11 points.
Well, to be fair, they were 12 points clear this time last year. So we never know with Liverpool. But I agree with you, they've won.
Yeah, I mean the way they're set up and everything, there's no.
Yeah.
Okay. And they've got Brighton. They've got Brighton today
so
at home in Anfield.
Transitioning perfectly.
Yeah. Liverpool in Brighton, that's a murder case there.
Yeah, at
5-0.
Anfield.
5-0, especially after seeing Man City draw. They're just gonna be like, you know what? Let us show what we've got, and let's just
just fucking make a statement. Which I think it's gonna be a little bit closer than 5.
I think so.
I'll go about 3-1 because Brighton they can set up shot quite well. Graham.
I mean, defensively they're not bad.
Yeah, but I think probably 3-4-1 for me. But definitely Liverpool win. They're gonna run off with it now because City are picking up injuries now.
Yeah, and they just don't have the same motivation.
Although Liverpool did confirm that Fabinho's out till next year.
Is it?
So
that's a massive loss.
What are they gonna? They'll either do Chamberlain, Wijnaldum, Henderson, or Wijnaldum, Chamberlain's a baller.
He is, but I want Fabinho over him though.
Oh yeah, but I mean the other only option is Queso, and Kate is whack. They could probably get away with more attacking midfield against Brighton.
Oh yeah, they'll probably that makes sense. They probably put because they don't really have no worries about.
Nah, or they could put Milner in at CDM. Milner could do it.
Milner, yeah,
probably
he's so
Milner.
Tough.
That's what they'll probably do.
He's old. He's like 37, 36.
I think he's older than that because he made his debut when he was 16. He's actually played.
He's
the same amount of time.
He's still in freaking shape. Like,
yeah, he's played over half his life in football. Wow, that guy's
and he's a professional. You never see him going out. You never see him doing
proper
anything. He's just well behaved and respected.
He's a leader.
Which I like.
He's a leader. Yeah. The type of player you want in your team.
Yeah.
And
Henderson.
Yeah, they're not the best players in terms of
ability. I was just
ability.
gonna say that they're not at all. Like Milner's got. I'll pick Milner over Henderson, but Milner's balls are like he's the penalty taker.
Oh yeah, you got no chance of saving a penalty from James Milner. I don't think there's many better.
That speaks for his professionalism.
Yeah, he's got bollocks. He's got some stones on him. So, but I think Henderson, he's good. He's definitely grown under Klopp.
Yeah,
he's got a good cross on him. He can whip a ball in, but
now innit? Like,
I don't know where it came out of the blue.
Like last year wasn't like that. This year
it's like shit.
He's learning from Trent.
Trent and Robbie have been fucking talking up a big game.
Alright, now we got Crystal Palace versus Burnley.
That is a shit game.
Palace is gonna win.
I think Burnley might do it.
Think so?
Because Palace are really trash away from home. And Burnley are good at home.
They're not bad this the past few games.
Yeah,
they've been getting draws and wins.
Yeah, I'm just hoping Burnley do win because I've got Chris Wood in my team, and I'd like him to get a few points.
Alright, 2-1 Palace. What do you say?
1-0 Burnley.
Alright, then Chelsea West Ham.
It's a derby game, isn't it? You can never tell with these. West Ham step up.
I'm saying 3-0 Chelsea.
Clean sheet.
You have to, man. Because we're playing at home. If we were playing at West Ham, there's no way we're going to get a clean sheet.
True. I do like the way Chelsea are playing lately. I like that Jorginho.
The game against Man City, if we play like, bro, I think it was 50-50 possession first half against Man City.
First half you
we had
were
a
good.
bit more.
But I think that equaliser killed you off.
Amazing.
You look.
If we could play the way we did against City and keep the ball, you know, in the midfield, not even in the back,
overload the midfield.
Pressure.
Yeah.
So if we can do that and keep up with it.
Kante was unbelievable that game. I thought it was he had Mendy on top.
He should have scored another one.
Yeah, he should have scored. And I think with you lot, if you back Lampard with the transfer funds in the summer, you could build a team to challenge for the title.
That's the plan, isn't it? That's our plan.
Should be. I think Lampard's earned his place.
100%. Even when he was in Derby, I knew that he was he's capable of being consistent.
Well, yeah, there's nothing.
He just needed that first breakthrough in the league, and then after we got battered by Man United.
Yeah, that's true. Teething problems, innit?
Yeah.
Losing to Man U, first game of the season. Look where they've gone. Look where you've gone. Fuck Man U, that's shit.
What do you say?
That the other thing is as well with Lampard is he's played in the Championship in playoffs, and that is one of the highest pressure environments on the planet. You know how much money's on the line there.
Yeah.
But I'll go Chelsea West Ham probably 2-1, mainly because you've not got a recognised goal scorer on the pitch. I mean, you could say Pulisic, but
Tammy's not playing.
Tammy's injured now.
Injured.
So
because when someone asked Lampard about Tammy, they were like, he's hurt. He didn't go
I think he's injured.
He is injured, but I don't know if he's gonna play.
So. Yeah, he probably won't play. I'll go 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. Comfortable.
Tottenham versus Bournemouth.
First home game for Mourinho in the Premier League.
No, is it?
He played in the Champions League.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think Tottenham. I mean, they do struggle against Bournemouth sometimes, though.
I mean, Bournemouth, we lost against them after back last
They're not
year.
a bad side.
They're like top 6. Or
Yeah.
Top, yeah. Oh no.
Well-
that was shit. Yeah.
They're not
so,
a bad side.
You know,
I think Spurs will.
yeah,
win.
Spurs will win.
I don't know. They won't keep a clean sheet because that defense is terrible. That
Yeah.
midfield and defense is
Yeah,
horrific.
the goalkeeper is actually trash.
I'll go
I say-
probably 2-1 again.
I'll say 3-1 Spurs.
Or when? Yeah, I could see that happening.
Southampton
God.
versus Watford. Oh my God.
That's just my
Alright,
energy
let's
leaving
just-
my body.
1-1. Keep it moving.
You know what? It's gonna be one of those games where it's either gonna be really good and it's gonna be like a high scoring
Yeah.
4-3 or something, or it's just gonna be 0-0. And shit.
Yeah. That's why I said 1-1, just to.
Yeah, is it Southampton at home?
Yes.
Southampton win that after they were
Yeah.
peppering us last week. So 2-0
They're
Southampton.
playing basketball against you lot.
You turned into a fucking Pele.
Talking about your team playing tomorrow, Norwich
Sure.
versus Arsenal.
Arsenal's back.
Arsenal 2-0. I think you guys
Arsenal 8, Norwich 0. No. All depends really because you always get that change in manager hype straight after where the
Yeah.
players they look happy. They're going to be happier because they're not
Yeah.
playing Emery ball.
Yeah.
We're probably going to see a front four of Pepe, Aubameyang, Lacazette, Ozil. Norwich are terrible, but we're
Yeah.
terrible. I'm going to go 4-1 Arsenal. But I might be getting a bit excited, but I'm high off the Emery sacking news, so forgive me, I'm a bit biased.
Can't blame you.
I put Aubameyang back in my team as well because
Yeah.
you never know, he might stop banging goals again until he leaves for Barcelona.
He should, you know, he should.
Fucking hope so. Be about time.
You got Wolves and Sheffield
Ooh, I like this game.
at the same time as Arsenal playing.
I'd
Norwich.
rather watch that to be fair.
Wolves have been coming back strong, and
Trust.
they're like even in the Europa League, they're
They're
second in the
qualified.
table. Yeah, they're qualified, and they've been playing really good. Apart from the first game, but
Yeah,
ever since then they've been playing. Really
Yeah,
good.
they
They've
started.
been consistent now.
Yeah,
Like they were like relegations on
Yeah,
for the
they had
first
no
like
wins.
5 games, isn't it?
yeah. I think for them that was the case of the Europa League disease because
Yeah.
it's a smaller club that's never played in Europe.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't played in Europe for ages, so that playing all those games from July just drains
This is
teams.
gonna be a tough game.
Like Sheffield United,
Yeah, Sheffield's amazing.
they should have beaten Man U.
Yeah. Oh yeah. they should
Definitely
yeah.
should have beaten Man U.
So what you say?
It's at home for Wolves. I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I can't
2-2
see either
draw.
team losing this.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be back and forth, and then both teams are gonna score.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think that'll be a pretty good game to watch.
Leicester versus Everton.
Leicester are gonna pepper
Leicester,
Everton.
yeah.
They're gonna pepper.
This is a win for Leicester.
You notice both.
But to be fair, you never know. Sometimes with Everton, like,
Everton
they
is so shit.
could, you hate them.
I hate them.
2-0
they're
Leicester.
fucking
I'd say 2-0 Leicester.
shite.
They're playing at
12-0
home,
Leicester.
innit?
12-0.
Set a new record like in the same calendar year. Not
Trash.
even like next
Imagine
like,
that. Vardy gets 9. Leicester, Everton, they're going to get rid of Marco Silva after this game.
Yeah.
They're terrible. Leicester are on an unbelievable run. That defence, I had to take all Everton players out of my team because they're doing fuck all. I mean, they play £60 million for Iwobi and Walcott, so that summarises
Yeah.
them. 4-0 Leicester.
4-0.
Yeah, I think
Wow,
at
that's a
home as
2-0.
well, they're going to
Wow.
pepper them. And I'm the biased factor of I hate Everton. Small club.
Alright then, Man United, Aston Villa.
Is it at Old Trafford?
Yep.
Aston
Villa 2-1.
I was going to go that as well.
Yeah?
You read my mind. Great minds think alike. Or we just hate Man U. It's one of the two still. They didn't look too bad. I know they were
In
already playing
Europa?
Newcastle
Oh, last
on Monday.
Mm.
But they look. Jack Grealish is good.
Yeah.
He's up for it.
Villa
Huro
won,
Han's
innit?
looking
Villa
good.
won, innit?
Yeah, 2-0 comfortably.
Yeah.
El Ghazi's got a few. Just the way Man U are going, you wouldn't be surprised.
Man U is so
1 minute they look good.
inconsistency. is
Like,
just-
do you remember that? Oh, be scared of Martial. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like when they played against us, they look good.
Martial is one of the most. He's a good player, but he's severely overrated.
Yeah, he is.
They're saying, oh, he's a forward, but he's played like 100 and something games and barely broken 40 something goals. So last time I checked, a forward isn't going to score less than 40 goals in 100 and something appearances.
Maybe
Like-
closer to 200 actually.
I don't think it's 200 yet, but it probably will be by the end of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, Rashford, I think, needs to be taken out fire at 9 because they're putting too much pressure on him. Pogba can't be asked anymore. He doesn't even turn up to training, I don't think.
Yeah.
Lingard
He's just gone, isn't it? He's gone back to wherever he is.
He's probably in France or something, chilling, waiting for Zidane to phone him up.
He's probably chilling on the beach somewhere out of Europe. Actually.
Charles, he's probably in Miami.
No one's actually heard about it. Like he hasn't been in the news.
He might be dead. I think he's dead. Yeah. Ole's gone round and killed him, slit his throat. Lingard was captain for them the other day, so that summarises how
Oh,
shit
seriously? When they lost in Europa?
Yeah.
And he's
El
called.
Capitan. Yeah.
He probably did that celebration.
He probably
still, isn't it? Like,
the fact even celebrating scoring against Astana is a bit peak. That's Borat's team.
Yeah.
Man U is shit. They can't defend to save their lives even with Slabhead in there. I probably agree with you. 2-1. And then Ole gets the chop, and then we probably lose any chance of getting any good manager because Man U are offering £500 million a year to get them into Europa League again. Because that
they're not playing.
No, and to be fair, the way the Premier League's gone this year, we can put it past Villa to get a win. I mean, we're trash, but we're better than Man U, and Villa pushed us to the limit, and we only won 3-2 at home. And there's nothing to lose with Villa. If they lose that game, they're expected to lose.
Yeah.
So probably Villa win, like with you, 2-1.
That'll be Ole's season.
Yeah, it'll be a nice
It's gotta
payout
be,
for Ole.
It's gotta be like if he loses against Aston Villa tomorrow, it's gotta be, man.
I mean,
what else? What else is there to prove? Like what else does he need to do?
Maybe he wants to get relegated.
They're
They're only like 5 points off. But I mean, we've been saying this so many times about Ole. We thought he'd been sacked earlier in the season, last season. No one in that board at Man U has Scooby-Doo about football. They've got no, like with us at Arsenal, they've got no bollocks. Yeah. You're supposed to be a big.
So Alex Ferguson needs to come up the fans and go into the office and be like, okay,
like boys. But to be
that's
fair,
why he had that heart problem before because of how bad he was playing.
To be fair, he had an argument with Ed Woodward during the game at Sheffield. But the only thing is, I think they'll turn around and go, well, Fergie, you told us to get Moyes, and look how that one worked out.
They think,
he was the one that brought Moyes in.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I wouldn't let him touch it either. I'd employ someone.
They're both Scottish,
he's Scottish as well. He can do a job.
Yeah.
He managed. Funnily enough, he managed Everton. Yeah. Shit. Everything that comes out of Everton is shit.
Under Everton, he was good.
Yeah, he was their
really
best
good.
manager. He had a solid team there, like Fellaini and that. He'll probably bring Fellaini back to again. I wouldn't mind seeing Fellaini back in the Premier League. Except he's a bastard to play against.
With his elbows flying out with the VAR, with the new VAR, he's gonna get red card every game.
Red card every game, or sin bin. They were talking about bringing a sin bin in, weren't they?
Really?
That sounds shit to me because they're gonna bring in temporary substitutions for players that have potential concussions. So like in the NFL, if a player gets mollywopped to the floor and he looks concussed, you come off the pitch for like 15 minutes, they do all the checks and stuff, and then you can go back on. So then it stops you from a player's health being deteriorating for later life. Yeah. And it also stops the team that's got an injured player from being penalised. So unless the players run up and twatted someone in the head for no reason, I quite like that coming in.
It does, yeah. For health reasons, you gotta look after it.
Yeah, I think football is very far behind when it comes to looking after players. Like, I mean, I know the NFL don't really
because
give a
it's
shit.
very old school, isn't it? It's like one of the first few real
it's
sports.
Proper traditional, but they're even far behind from rugby. And rugby and football came around at the same time. Yeah. But I mean,
it's just because it's mainly played outside of in Europe.
Yeah.
In America, everything else is different.
Yeah, there's more money there as well, and there's more media outcry. Whereas media just like to slag people off in this country.
And the fans are very vocal.
Look at Arsenal. Look at Arsenal Fan TV. Apparently, that's causing all the trouble at Arsenal, according to some legends. I don't think it's that.
I mean, I don't think it's that, but it does play a part.
I think it does, but it comes to a point.
Every time you hear about Arsenal, what's the next thing that you hear?
Arsenal Fan TV. But to be fair, that's the best part about losing. Watching Arsenal Fan TV, watch DT and Bobby
sometimes.
I want to go on there. I really want to try and get on there because I feel like
you should go for one of the Europa League games. Imagine, and you got like last game.
Oh, you probably see me hanging myself.
Your stadium was.
No, that's why you got sacked. Well, he was sacked before that game. He got sacked during the week. Yeah. In the minds of all the board and that, because they went and spoke to Kroenkes on Tuesday in America. But again, the thing that any big club or supposed big club, as soon as they see empty seats, that means less money. they think with their dollar,
You see
their
that guy that
pockets.
threw his season ticket out.
Proper attention seeking.
Yeah.
The next thing you, oh guys, where's my season ticket?
Yeah.
I spent $2,000 for that. Where is it? Where is it? Mom's gonna kill me. My wife's gonna kill me. He shattered. He did that for the clout,
views, yeah.
proper
I
clout.
mean, fair enough to him, innit? He gave Robbie a views.
Yeah, but even Robbie sort of looks at him when you dickhead.
Yeah, you don't pick that up.
Yeah, trust you've got like a 500-year waiting list just to get back on there if you fucking don't renew it. So, good luck, mate. And I don't know how much it costs to replace it. Probably about £900.
I mean, and some probably gave it back to him. Pretty sure.
No, I ran off with it, burnt it. Didn't need that anymore. Probably regretting it if he's lost it now that Emery's been sacked. But I mean,
But that's pretty much it.
that's pretty much it for football. I mean, it's a little bit of a later one, so by the time this come up, we'll probably know if we've got our result, our predictions right
It's
or not.
2:42. We're finishing.
Yeah,
up,
2:42. So we're 20 minutes, so we're not actually cheating and looking at all the scores and then going, oh, we think someone's going to
only
win.
City and Newcastle's played.
Yeah, and we didn't even do a prediction. That City will probably pull it off in the end.
Yeah, I want
But
it.
I don't really care about City anymore.
2-2 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh, it finished?
Yeah, it
Right,
finished.
fuck City. I had a debate with a Man City fan tried piping up to me the other day.
Yeah.
They were going, oh, you're a
what,
fan.
What fans?
Exactly. Fuck, he goes to me. Oh, so we were Arsenal debate on Twitter. Twitter's just a disease, isn't it, for anything intellectual. And he went, oh yeah, but we took more fans to you when we beat you last season. Like, well, no, you didn't, because we had a 56,000 seat attendance. And if you want to talk about shit fans, the fact that Man City are having to pay influencers a salary a year to try and get them to improve the atmosphere. No big club, quotation marks, needs to ask people to improve the
for the
atmosphere.
FA Cup final, they were giving out tickets, isn't it?
It's a joke. If you cannot sell your ticket allocation for big games, cup finals, and generally just standard games in the Premier League, you are a shit club. Mate, all they give a shit about is Arab oil money. Like, they just bought Mumbai FC. Like, they've literally just bought Mumbai FC. Like, why? Are they going to use that to like torment shit players? Like, if you keep playing crap, we're going to put you on loan to Mumbai. Like, that club's just the shit house. I mean, it's run well as a business, but you are not a big club in terms of fan base. No one knows who you are, and your fans are shit. That's the bit. What a positive way to end the podcast.
That's not it.
Hashtag flagged.
That's it, and then we'll enjoy the meal later.
Yeah, I mean, we're out tonight.
Yep.
Probably not getting on it, but
Good
getting good food.
Yeah.
Maybe getting to a darts place if we can get a table in there. But that's another week, another podcast. We'll be back next week to talk about the AJ fight.
Yeah, looking forward to
Because
that.
the bodybuilder's fighting again. And that's I'll be interested to see what your prediction is for that one.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about that next week. So that's my guy, Thom Dela Cruzz.
You know how it is.
Check his socials. If you need PT, that's the man to at. You want to get shredded, talk to him. You want to get wedged, talk to him.
Set you up, baby.
If you want to be a marathon runner, probably don't talk to him. But everything else,
Please not.
it's fine. Free reign. And it's your boy Lewis. Been a pleasure talking about football again with you, Thom. Guys, thank you for listening.
We out, baby.
We out.